Many of us have experienced trauma in our lives, and it can manifest in different ways. One of the responses is fawning, which is when we try to appease and please others to avoid conflict or harm. It can be a challenging response to recognize, so in this video, we will be discussing the 7 signs of fawning trauma response. 1. Over-apologizing. One of the significant signs of fawning trauma response is over-apologizing. People who have experienced trauma may feel like they are always in the wrong, and to avoid any conflict or further harm, they apologize excessively. They may apologize for things that aren't their fault or take responsibility for things they have no control over. This can be damaging to one's self-esteem and confidence, as it reinforces the belief that they are always at fault. 2. People-pleasing. Another sign of fawning trauma response is people-pleasing. People who have experienced trauma may try to make others happy at the expense of their own needs and desires. They may say yes to things they don't want to do or go out of their way to accommodate others, even if it's inconvenient for them. This behavior can be draining and lead to feelings of resentment towards others. 3. Difficulty saying no. People who have a fawning trauma response may have a hard time saying no. They may feel like they have to agree to everything to avoid conflict or harm. Saying no can feel uncomfortable or unsafe, so they may avoid it altogether. This can lead to overcommitment and burnout. 4. Avoiding disagreements. Fawning trauma response can also manifest in the avoidance of disagreements. People who have experienced trauma may feel like any conflict could lead to harm or danger, so they avoid disagreements altogether. They may agree with others, even if they don't believe in what is being said, to avoid confrontation. This can lead to a lack of assertiveness and difficulty standing up for oneself. 5. Ignoring boundaries. Another sign of fawning trauma response is ignoring boundaries. People who have experienced trauma may feel like they have to please others to avoid harm, even if it means crossing their own boundaries. They may let others take advantage of them or engage in behaviors that make them uncomfortable to appease others. This can lead to feelings of resentment and a lack of self-care. 6. Difficulty expressing emotions. Fawning trauma response can also make it challenging for people to express their emotions. They may feel like expressing emotions could lead to conflict or harm, so they keep their feelings to themselves. They may also suppress their emotions, leading to a buildup of stress and anxiety. This can have negative impacts on one's mental and physical health. 7. Feeling guilty for setting boundaries. Finally, people who have a fawning trauma response may feel guilty for setting boundaries. They may feel like they are letting others down or causing harm by saying no or asserting their needs. This can lead to a cycle of people-pleasing and avoiding boundaries. It's important to remember that setting boundaries is healthy and necessary for one's well-being. In conclusion, the fawning trauma response is a challenging response to recognize, but by understanding the signs, we can begin to work through it. It's essential to remember that trauma responses are a normal reaction to an abnormal situation, and there is no shame in seeking help. It's important to prioritize self-care and to seek support from loved ones or professionals. Thank you for watching.